Uh, Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to be having a little bit of a rant. I was on the Ultimate Guitar forums, and there was a thread saying that um, American guitars are pound for pound better than just about all import guitars. And there was a huge flame. You know, everybody was for American guitars. Everybody was for you know foreign instruments and all that. And the fact of the matter is, my opinion is they're not true. Um, what you're all looking at here is a 2009 or so Schecter Hellraiser Deluxe. This isn't the most desirable Hellraiser. Um, I paid $350 for it used. The only thing that was remotely wrong with it was it's just got some scratches on the finish. Camera's not picking those up. And I bought this used 2 years ago for Christmas. It was a little gift for myself. So, um, the features this thing was included with, and the list guitar for a brand new one was only $400. The only things that this has that are low end on it is seriously the bolt-on neck, and to be completely honest, the only reason why the new model is that cheap is because this was crafted in Indonesia. So just let the camera focus in on that there. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Um, Bolt-on neck. It says it was set up here in the U.S. Probably was. I do not doubt Schecter's build quality. I've never picked up and played a bad Schecter. Uh, this has a gorgeous flame maple top. I mean, it's extremely detailed. It is a little bit of a fingerprint magnet. Then again, what guitar isn't? These knobs were jackhammered into the guitar. I've never been able to take these off yet. Uh, Very, very solid, hard to move pickup switch, selector switch. Um, Very, very nice Tone Pros bridge. It's got a soap lubricating graphite nut. EMG active pickups. The only thing that I did was I switched the 81, which is now up here, with the 85. They're just switched the positions because I like the 85 here better. Um, this is an earlier one, so this has an ebony fretboard. It's a little bit dry, so it's starting to turn a little bit brighter. This is ebony, though. These are mother of pearl inlays. That's a good high-end feature. There's the Graphtec nut up there. The only thing wrong with this right now is the truss rail cover is loose because I just adjusted it. Paid $350 for this. It's built like a tank. There's nothing wrong with it yet. It's never had any sort of pickup failure or electronics failure. The Schecter was nice enough to put a lock washer on this. This does not move any longer. Yeah, there's nothing, that's not high-end on this guitar except for the neck, and I like bolt-on necks. If anything was to happen to that neck, I could just take a few minutes out of my day, get a new one, put it back on there. No harm done. This is $350. Okay. My guitar teacher, who's played for 20 years, has two very high-end Jackson Warriors. Not Warriors, Dinkies. I'm an idiot. He's got two Dinkies. One of them's got Bill Lawrence pickups, and the other one I think has Seymour Duncan JBs and Jazzes in them. He put those in, all four of those in by himself. They did not come with those, I don't think. Both those guitars are older than I am. Both of them have Floyd Rose tremolos that refuse to stay in tune. I've seen licensed tremolos that do a better job than those do. Those have pickup failures. The input on those, I pulled one of them out of my teacher's guitar because he let me play it for a little bit. I just pulled it out. They don't stay in tune. I had strings to snap on me, even though those are brand new strings. This might have been the string's fault. Those have bolt-on necks because they're Dinkies. All Dinkies have bolt-on necks. The back plate was starting to come off. Even though the screws are probably rusted to the actual back plate. The back of the neck was horribly dry, and the fretboard was dry. And he paid, $1,000+ back then during the 90s. Again, those are older than I am. They sound good. This guitar sounds just as good. I happen to like EMGs. Other people don't like EMGs. It's not like it really matters if it's not going to affect the build quality of the guitar. Over here, I've got a $250. This is my second guitar. JS Series Jackson Warrior. This was also made in Indonesia. It's just alder body, which isn't a bad wood. The exact same tunematic bridge that the Schecter does. It doesn't have a lubricating nut. These are standard generic CVR2, CVR1 Jackson humbuckers. The same control pots. You know, those both turn the same. I opted to take my little rubber tip off because it was getting in the way, and it would stop. Yeah. Bolt-on neck, made in Indonesia still. This neck was given a lacquered finish. This is a maple neck. And look at how low the action is on this guitar. And this could still go lower and not buzz. That's, like, ridiculous. My teacher's Jacksons don't even go that low. And this isn't even a bad sounding or playing guitar. This is $250. And this is my second one. And this has seen some massive abuse. I dropped it downstairs, metal rimmed stairs, and it just did that. With any other guitar, I'd be depressed. If I had my teacher's Jackson and I dropped it and it chipped that little, this isn't even a big chip. Can you see it? No. But when you get really close, you can. If that happened to any other guitar, I'd have to shoot myself. Again, this is bolt-on neck. If I ever feel the need to replace this, take that off, throw a new one on. These pickups, they're good pickups for the price you pay. They've actually got a really nice clean tone. That's mainly what I actually use this thing for now. These can be changed. There's nothing on this guitar that is built poorly. These tuners, even though they're generic Jackson tuners, feel a little bit to me like miniature Grovers that are actually on modern day high-end Jacksons. AXL, I think, if you go on Musician's Friend, just type in Badwater, make some sort of a Stratocaster-looking monstrosity that is supposedly built in America. And that's a piece of shit. Fret ends were coming off the guitar. The fretboard was really dry. It's supposed to be maple, and it had like a crack. It just went down, and that's just really poor build quality. I've seen recent Gibsons that have been coming out with the fret ends that it felt like they weren't even polished or sanded off the edge. It's like they took the fret and they banged it into the hole it's supposed to sit in, put strings on it. That's seriously it. And it just, for the price you all are paying for American-made guitars, you can take something like this, or that Schecter over there, you can get one of those with a set neck, and you could turn it into what you want it to be. Seriously. There's no... It's just ridiculous. And here's the funny bit. These pickups were more than likely made in China. And to have these put on a custom guitar nowadays, that alone's like $300. When you can just buy these pickups by themselves for $200 maybe on Musician's Friend. You can get X Series pickups, which are way better than these. That's $600 to have them put into a custom guitar. Flame maple, that's a big option. And this, if you do the math, this flame maple top was probably about $30. If you total up all the bits and hardware and stuff that was on this guitar, that's probably $30 right there, at the most. You all are just paying too much. So yeah, that's about it for my rant. If you've got any questions or you want to offer your opinion, as long as it's not overly arrogant or ignorant, just go ahead and leave a comment or message me.